Well, as every parent will tell you, a PlayStation can be a good or a bad thing in the house. When you have a bored child with nothing to do, and you're trying to do something yourself, it's quite easy to turn around and say, use the PlayStation there, sure, get a game out you haven't used in a while. At other times when you're looking at the child to do something like their homework, or come to dinner table or get ready to go out, and you call them to come off the PlayStation, invariably you get the reply that this is my last game. And 10 minutes later it's their last game, and so on. So it can be a curse and it can be handy in that way. So some trepidation, you're wondering what's going on, but I have great faith in the staff in the school, and I would have imagined that it would have been put to good use, and I can see that it's totally incorporated in the project, and that it's allowed the kids a reward at the end as well as being the end result of the project, and that it's in effect a simulation of Formula One racing. So when the kids have put their endeavour and hard work in, they get something out of it at the end. And then it's like everything else, computers in so much these days. So. Yeah, to a degree, yeah. Largely, Anya, my daughter, was very enthused about it from early on in the project. So there wasn't an awful lot to do with her. She was able to go and search out information herself, and she learned an awful lot on her own. As the project went on, her enthusiasm grew. I think initially when it was making a model car, it's just like another task children come home from school and say they have to do. But as the project developed and all the other aspects were brought in, then she became more enthused, as I say, and she did a lot of it on her own. Although, yeah, I would have helped her to a degree, but I'd say by and large she's been able to work on her own accord. Well, first of all, I think doing a project on Formula One for primary 6 children is unique, and what I said in the last question, that once they started getting into the project and began working as teams, their enthusiasm, well, in Anya's case anyway, quickly went up. I think the fact they've been using ICT for different aspects of it, like photo story for presentation and Microsoft Workshop, it's been unique. The fact they've been writing to teams, and it's incorporated sort of all aspects of their learning in school. And I think that at the end of the day, the kids have got a lot out of that there, and it hasn't been strictly an academic task that's been set, and it's something that they've all enjoyed doing, and they've benefited from working with each other and sort of gained an appreciation of the need to work with each other. This project is, I'd say, it's been very special to Anya, and she's very much involved in it. I think that the whole scope of it has increased her appreciation of the need to learn, and her learning can be fun. And I think that's the main thing, and I would be a great believer in that. An educationalist job isn't just to fire out information to kids and see how much they soak up, but to create a stimulus for kids where they have a desire to learn. And I think this project has helped Anya in that way, in that, day after day, she's wanted to develop more on the project. She's very enthralled with the competition that the school are involved in, and hopefully they'll be successful. But I think it's stimulated her desire to learn more. And I think also at the end of the day, it's probably opened kids' perspective, in that what they've learned about Formula One, kids who maybe never thought of something like engineering as a potential profession, might now be sitting down and thinking that they could be working for a Formula One team or in engineering in some way. So I think it's broadened children's horizons, and to me, that they're getting a lot out of it. It's not just a project, and when it's done, it's done. They're enjoying it the whole way, and they're seeing their benefits and using the simulation of the racing car that they've built.